And your spirit is what I want you taking out there when you're selling, right? Yes, of course you should make money. Of course, you're worth it. Your time is worth it. If you're gonna go have a conversation about something, you better believe in it. Don't sell a product you don't believe in, please. But if it's something that works for you, something that's made you money, something that's made other people money, you can go and sell the product. And in fact, if it's made your life better and allowed you more time with your family and friends and more of an understanding of who you are, then it's your moral, ethical duty to go sell that product. Does that make sense? So before I teach you how to make money, let me make you okay with the fact that what we're doing here is designed to help people become millionaires. That is it. The fact that we collect money is so we can get them to pay attention, so that they can commit to their success. Because if they don't put money on the line, they don't stick around. I know because I've been doing this for a long time, been teaching for free for a long time. When I started charging, our community started exploding. When I started charging, people stuck around. Does that make sense? It's the weirdest thing, but because they had money on the line, they were like, nah, I got to show up. I paid for it. I got to go back. I paid for it. I've got to go be successful because I paid for it. I put money on the line. And the more money you put on the line, the more money you put into something. Who here has gone to college, gone to school, gone to a training of some sort for your company or something you earn income in? Yes, excellent. Like if I told you to go start a new business tomorrow and quit your job, that was completely different. Like Abigail is a developer, right? So web developer and IT support and like architect and all sorts of really cool engineering tasks, right? Abby, did I nail some of that? 50% of it sounds good. All right. So she's
That
very
sounds good.
about right. So she's very, very educated in that arena. But if I told her tomorrow you're an Uber driver, like she'd be like, that means my income went down. Fair to say. Yes. Like there's no Uber driver getting paid what somebody who's specialized gets. Well, it's the same thing with sales. It's the same thing with learning how to sell an affiliate program. You've got to fall in love with the product and know that over time it gets better. Over time, as we focus on building 100 millionaires, we pick up momentum as we get better, as we get coaches, as we get more community, more millionaires in our community like Melanie. By the way, give Melanie a round of applause. She did an amazing job going through the program. She was already a millionaire when she came in, and she's even considered, not on the scale that we do, but she's even considered building a millionaire here and there. So it's powerful to have a community like this. Don't we agree? To have people who care, people who want to give back, people who contribute. Mike Shine, right? Didn't even know he was a millionaire until I called him out on stage and I was like, hey, by the way, that guy right there, a millionaire. And he's like, what? Really? Really? Oh shit. Oh, I guess technically there is $1 million net worth. That's true. That makes you a millionaire. What we do works. Otherwise, millionaires would not be hanging around with us still. Does that make sense? What we do works. You know in your first strategy session with me that I'm just correcting things that are already good in you, things that you're already a motivated person. I wouldn't have brought you into the community if I didn't see motivation. I refuse people who don't have motivation. Does that make sense? I will not, cannot, choose not to work with people who don't have motivation. And it's the same with you in this affiliate program. Notice I'm not telling you about the product. I'm not talking about the sales side of it. I'm talking about the hunt. You do not want to sell to somebody who's not motivated. You do not want to sell to somebody who will not use your product. It's like selling toilet paper to somebody who doesn't go to the bathroom. You just wouldn't do it. It's or selling toilet paper to somebody who doesn't know that Corona requires a lot of toilet paper. But if people suddenly have a perceived value of toilet paper, you had better stock up the shelves. Does this make sense? You've got to go find motivated people. It's about the quality of the demographics you hunt in all sales, in all things. You have to find people sufficiently motivated to work with you. What do we call the sellers that we want to do business with? First, to unmute their mic and say the words wins. What is the type of seller that you want to find?
Motivated seller.
Motivated.
Give yourselves a round of applause. This is a hell of a smart community. It's funny because the name sits there right in front of us all the time, and we're ignoring the most important part. We're thinking seller, 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 motivated seller, motivated seller. Motivated. I don't give a shit what they're motivated to do, but whatever they're motivated for, I can charge them for. I cannot charge unmotivated people for shit. If they're not motivated, you can't make money. But if they're motivated people tend to buy things. In this industry, we say buyers are buyers. Yeah, it's not real estate, guys. This is not real estate. In the affiliating business, in any kind of business of sales, buyers are buyers. Once they've proven to buy once, they will prove to buy again. And so if they're a buyer on something in line with what you're selling, then they're a buyer on the next thing. They're a buyer on the next thing. You've just got to help them get there. Sometimes buyers just don't have money for the next thing. So help them get there. Teach them how to make more money. That's why I teach courses on how to make money. Does that make sense? I'm opening the funnel, right? I want your money in my pocket. And so at some point, I've got to make sure you got money to give me. I don't care if you make $100,000 and I get 1,000 of it. I'm cool with that. If what I teach you makes you $100,000, whoops, I'm sorry, I overdid it. I'm still only taking $1,000, right? That's what I do. Does that make sense? So knowing that what we deliver in the mentorship program potentially can make people millions of dollars, potentially can make people $100,000. If nothing else, it doubles their income, right? Who knows that in the mentorship program, you're doubling your income this year? Hands to the camera if you've made that commitment. Excellent. Give yourselves a round of applause. I condone you selling my program. You have permission. You are the kind of person that I do want to do business with because you're motivated. Motivated people are buyers, and buyers continue to buy. That is what buyers do. Buyers buy. They don't lie, they buy. So any real estators who think buyers are liars, man, you're just not talking to the motivated ones. Get in front of motivated buyers. We make a commitment. We only talk to motivated people from now on. Here's how you identify whether someone is motivated or not. It's easier to identify the ones who are not. And there are a lot of them. That's okay. The world is full of unmotivated people. That's why they're broke. That's why they're not happy. That's why they're overweight. That's why they're dissatisfied with their lives. Because for some time, they were unmotivated. Now, that doesn't mean they can't change. That doesn't mean they can't instantly become motivated. They've just got to feel pressure. They just got to feel a little pain. Notice that human beings, we move for two reasons. One, pain, one, gain. That's it. Two reasons. One is motivation, and the other one's motivation. One hurts, one feels good, but they're both forms of motivation. Nothing else will move you. You can think about it. Nothing else will move you. So, how do you identify someone who is a prospect, which is a buyer, or a suspect, which could be a liar? Because they look like a buyer, they sound like a buyer, but they don't buy. Definition of a buyer. Write this down. One who buys. That's okay. I know it sounds silly, but write it down. Write it down. It's very, very important. One who buys. And when you're talking about anybody in a conversation with you, if you are selling something and they're not buying, but they're a buyer, you got to make the adjustment. But if you're selling something and they're not buying and they're a prospect, they're a liar, move on. Just cut your ties, move on, get on. So, example, children. Who here has children? Kids? Who here has seen kids? Knows what they look like? Yes? Excellent. Howie Harrington, I assume that you're just not raising your hand because there it is. Give Howie a round of applause.
I wasn't raising it high enough. Sorry.
It's all good, brother. So, right there. Got it. So your children, when it's time to go to bed, has anybody ever heard this? But I don't wanna. Hands to the camera if you've heard I don't wanna. And if you've never heard it, you can imagine it. Yes. So that is the sign of a motivated stay awaker, right? It's somebody who's motivated to stay awake. They're motivated against you. And so everything you throw at them fails. It's not your conversion rate. It's the fact they're not motivated to go to bed unless you can improve your conversion rate, improve your sales tactics. Who's been able to get that same child to bed? Someone previously not motivated, extremely motivated in their side of things, but not motivated on your side of things. Yes? Extremely motivated people can be turned to your side. Extremely motivated people can be adjusted. That's where conversion, that's where sales comes in. That's where tomorrow at 5 p.m. we'll be teaching sales, accelerating your income. And we understand that I could teach all this in one shot, right? I could teach you in 1 second how to be successful. Do you know that I could say that in 1 second how to be successful? Do you want to know what it is? The secret is be happy with what you already have. There you go. Definition of success. Be happy with what you already have. There you go. You've attained it, nailed it every day. So it's not about being successful. It's about getting the things you don't have. That's why we do these trainings. Because if you already knew it, you'd already have it. We agree? We got a smart room here. I love this. Is this being valuable so far? The setup, even the setup is valuable. Yes? Excellent. Give yourselves a round of applause for paying attention. Paying attention is the key to success. Buying into yourself, buying into the ability to convert other people to see your side of things starts with being able to identify one thing: motivation. If you can see energy in another person, do I seem like a motivated person from what you know of me? Do you imagine that Darina must wake up every day and say, there's no way I could ever stop him from doing whatever the fuck he decides to do today? That man is a dynamo going to do whatever he wants. You would think that. But if she's smart or she's motivated enough to convince me to do something else, this very motivated person moves in that direction. Does that make sense? So the more motivated a person is, the more easy they are to move into a direction with you. So you're looking for motivation. You're looking for signs of motivation. Your child, when extremely hyped up and amped up, if told something that they want more than the thing you're taking away from them exists, decision made. Not even a question. Fair to say? But if they're barely motivated, if they're just woke them up, just woke them up and they're groggy and like they're motivated to stay in bed, when like 12 hours ago they were motivated to stay awake all night, when their motivation has shifted, it's a lot harder to get them out of bed, isn't it? Because the motivation level is so low. You can convert anybody who's moving at this level. You can convert anybody whose energy is high, anybody who's paying attention in the moment, aware. The more you wake people up, the easier they are to move in your direction. The more asleep they are, the harder they are to move. Never, ever, ever do a sales transaction with somebody who is half asleep. It's not ethical anyway. Never do a sales transaction with somebody who's under the influence of any kind of drug, any kind of alcohol, or they're too tired, or they're in an emotionally distraught state. It's unethical anyway, but they're hard to move. Does that make sense? Excellent. Okay. All right. I'll go forward with some secrets. A sign of motivation. A sign of motivation is make somebody angry really quickly. Say something that you know is going to bother them and see the reaction. Scale it. Gauge it. If I say to you, Black Lives Matter, and you don't care about Black lives, and you also don't care about the police, now I've gone off of both. I've gone off to both sides of it. Or you do care about the police and whatever. Did anybody feel any emotion just now? Did you feel a little bit of anxiety? Like, where is he going with this? Why is he talking about this? Who here wanted me to stop talking like immediately? Like, please no, please don't. Yes. Excellent. My business partner, Ron Bowling and Mike Shine, are probably two of the most motivated people I know. Darina, like, she's motivated. Melanie, motivated. Abby, Melanie, I can see it across the room. Every single one of you started sweating a little bit. The more you care about me and my mission, the more motivated you are to keep me on track. And so when I say controversial things, my community, they're like, whoa, like, okay, like, yes, go after controversy, go after something that the person in front of you is the opposite of what they want. Just a small test. So say normal transaction for the affiliate program would be you're already hunting in a place where these people are identifying as motivated. So you do not hunt in the grocery store. They've not bought into anything. There's no purchase there. There's no conception of I'm here for something. The purchase would be they've signed up for an event. They've joined a group that is specific to building wealth. They've signed up for a real estate event. They signed up for a cryptocurrency event. They're in a community where they've had to commit to be there. So a community is a sign that this is the right demographic. A community around a belief system. So because what do we sell? We sell a community and we sell wealth. So you want to be in other communities that talk about wealth. Otherwise, the person you're talking to is probably a suspect. They're probably not a prospect. Remember, people focused on wealth make up 5% of the population. The other 95% of the population are just normal people who are perfectly fine living at or under the average income. As many of you know, I talk about the average income often. And it's not what you want to earn, it's what you want to surpass because it's average. And we don't want to be average. If we were at average now and it was the first time you recognized or realized you were at average, oh shit, like it's scary, isn't it? Does anybody remember the first time they recognized average? Like that first time you were like, oh man, like, got to get away from that. Got to get away. It's terrifying. 95% of the planet has not woken up. 95% of the planet is perfectly content earning what they've been earning, and they're complaining about it, but they're obsessed with money. That's why they spend 40 hours a week on it, or 60 hours a week on it. They're obsessed with money. For the 1% are obsessed with their time. And I'm writing a book right now called, it's got a lot of big long titles, but it's Real Estate Alchemy is essentially what the premise is. And in it, I talk about two things, time and money. And you can have both with systems. With systems and relationships. Relationship systems would be the right way to do it. Social dynamics. And so time and money are all we're focused on. Poor people focus on money. Rich people focus on time. That's why they're rich. Does that make sense? Now, here's the deal. All your broke friends are going to tell you when you start talking about getting more time for yourself, they're going to talk about how you're obsessed with money because people see in other people what they see in themselves. Ever fight with somebody before and they're saying the thing about you that they're like just projecting? It's like their own shit. Anybody know anybody like that? Ever been in one of those arguments? Yeah. Ever done it to somebody? It's the worst. I feel so bad afterwards. So sometimes I'm just like, you don't want to be successful. Then I realize, oh shit, fuck. It's me with a fear of success. God damn it. I apologize. So if ever I'm in a coaching session, I accuse you of the fear of success. I also suffer from it occasionally now and then, afraid of what people might think when I'm driving that nice car, afraid of what people might think when I drop that check or when I take the tab or when I just rent the entire plane because I don't really give a shit anymore and I just want to have that to myself. Those little things, sometimes I do question what other people are going to think. And then I remember I get to hang out with you guys every week and that makes it all easier. The average people don't have that. So when they're judging you, when they're saying, oh, you're just obsessed with money. You used to be cool. You used to be, you used to hang out with us. You're so obsessed. Money's not everything. Remember that those words are their belief system. Money is everything to them. They are obsessed. For you, you're focused on your free time, spending more time with your family, with your friends, with the activities that you love, with the things that fulfill you and make you happier. That's why you sell this mentorship. That's why you affiliate with people who are doing this. That's what the 100 Millionaires is all about. You don't have to be a millionaire to sell the concept of becoming a millionaire. You do have to be a millionaire to teach it. Does that make sense? You don't have any right to teach people how to be something that you are not, but you do have every right to let people know that you want to be something. That is your moral ethical duty. If you're on a mission and you're going somewhere and somebody gives you a hint that they want to be there too, then it's up to you to say, hey, come on with me. Come on. You deserve it. You belong here with me. Let's go. And if they have a hard time with letting the money go, then you just let them know that they're obsessed with money. And the more they obsess with money, the less they're going to have. And once they become obsessed with free time, you drop any dollar amount that gets you it. Does that make sense? Millionaires know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's like, dude, just give me more time. Like, oh, I can't buy that shit. Like, just give me a little bit more time. I will give you any dollar amount that gets me a extra year on this planet. Man, I will pay for it. I will pay for an extra hour a day. Sometimes when it's 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm loving everything I'm doing. And my body starts saying, I'm just going to shut that one eye on you and that other eye. And it's like, no, come on. I need those. Who knows what I'm talking about? Because you love life. You love what you're doing because your time is valuable. It's your time. All right. So motivated people, that's all you're looking for. Signs of motivation, they're in communities that are about making money. They're in communities that are about being healthy. They're in communities that are about better relationships in community. So around other people, it takes motivation to be around other people. events that are live events, or if you see somebody interacting in a live event, that's somebody who's motivated. Camera on, somebody with camera on is somebody to target after. Anytime you're in an event or a community or a group and cameras are on, that's somebody who's looking to be engaged. People looking to be engaged, hands to the camera if you know what I'm talking about. Absolutely. Excellent. For everybody else on the call who has turned your camera off, just know that subtly everybody's judging you right now. But really, we love you. We love each and every one of you guys. And when you do get a
I
chance
love
to
you
turn it back
too.
on. I knew it, Jill. I knew you were there. Thank you. It's so good to hear your voice.
I'm in pain and I'm not turning my camera on
Well,
because I don't want to see. I don't want to see you see me tractioning.
I like it. Thank you so much.
I'm here.
Give Jill a round of applause. She's also a graduate from our mentorship program. She is amazing. She has come such a long way, and she's a inspiration in the community. Loves everybody. Everybody feels her energy when she's there. And the girls, like, she's just one more beacon and proof that women do very, very well in this business. So again, let's give our women a round of applause. Phenomenal job focusing on yourself, focusing on your self-worth and your time, because you do deserve it.
These girls are the bomb. They are all awesome. Darina, Kim, Elizabeth, Melissa, they are my heroes.
You better name Abby, Paula, Melanie, Herlina, Kim, Jennifer, Catherine.
I don't know everybody all personally, but I know they are all awesome.
And Elizabeth.
But,
yeah.
Yes.
You're right. And Lisa. Yeah.
They're all awesome.
They are. Give yourselves a round of applause, ladies. Men, the competition has arrived. Just kidding. Just kidding. There is no such thing as competition. All there is creation. How can we make more together? How can we add more value to each other's lives? Right, Sandra? Right, Jen? It's all about creating more, adding more value. Right, Lisa? It's all about what can we do to get to that next level, support each other, grow. So motivated people, cameras on, motivated people typing in the comments. Sometimes they don't put the camera on. Sometimes they type. Motivated people are somebody who is in message groups. Quora, you can find motivated people. You can find motivated people on reddit.com. It's all about picking where you want to hang out, going to those groups, and then seeing who's hanging out, who's actually commenting, who's actually posting and saying things. Reaching out to them is the easiest thing that you could do because they're already making comments. Reaching out to them with this one statement. How did you learn that? How did you learn that? Well, where did you pick that up? You're right. What's your experience with that? What's your experience with that? Probably the most powerful. Like if I said that to any one of you, would you not defend your ground? Motivated people do. Oh yeah. You say, what's your experience with that? Are you sure? What's your experience? No, don't say, are you sure? Don't question them. What's your experience, right? When you give somebody the opportunity to defend their ground, there's a little bit of ego that everybody has. The D's have it more, the C's have it more, but the I's and the S's, they'll come in and be like, let me tell you about me. Let me tell you about my favorite topic. This thing I've been dealing with for a long time. I carry this around. This knows stuff. And then they type. And once you've got them, you got somebody motivated. You got them in a moment of motivation. Excellent. Wow, that's pretty cool. Hey, I got this other thing I go to, this training. I think somebody smart like you would love to join this. Somebody who knows what they're talking about like you would do really good in this community. Have you considered becoming a millionaire, right? Some people turns them off right away. This is polarizing. This is how you identify motivation. Is becoming a millionaire something you've considered? And if they say, I'm happy with what I make, not motivated enough, move on. If they say yes, that's an opportunity. Right then and there, you've got somebody to bring to the 52 Weeks of Wealth, or bring to the Wholesome Mastermind, or bring to one of our other trainings. And it's not about the sale in the moment. I'll make the sale by proving to them what we do. You build the relationship. Be the person who says, hey, by the way, the event's coming up. Hey, by the way, just check it in, make sure you're going to be there. I'm going. I want to see you there too. Building the relationship. Just be a friend. And then when I'm speaking, you say, hey, by the way, if you are considering the mentorship, let me know. Walter pays me a fee for signing people up. I get a little piece. Or if you have any questions about the mentorship, let me know. I'd love to jump on a call, because if they've gotten that far through the funnel, they've bought in multiple times. One, they bought into your argument the first time. Two, they bought into you to show up there. And three, they bought in long enough to get through the entire training. That's 3 purchases. Buyers are buyers. Buyers buy. And so if you got to that point where they're interested and they're thinking about it, invite them to the next event and say, it was really cool. It was awesome. Hey, let's jump on a call this week. And in that call, you're not allowed to sell. Do not sell the mentorship. Ask them about themselves. Ask them about what they're looking to create. Ask them about what they're looking to do. Ask them about what wealth they're looking to create in their lives. Why? 3 questions to ask. Why, and why? What are you looking to create for yourself? Who's read Blue Fishing? You've got to read Blue Fishing. If you want to be in this affiliate program, you've got to get on the books. Blue Fishing is so powerful. He says, always ask the question why. It's important to you. And then ask it 2 more times, because the first one's bullshit. The first one's not real. That's why when I sit with you, I ask you a couple of questions and I nod and I smile and I listen. And then I ask you a slightly different question. I nod and I smile and I listen until I see the emotion, until I see a little bit of something, the real you, the real, well, I just want to, for some of you, it just opens up with this, well, I just want freedom, or I just want to do whatever I want, or I just want to, spend more time with my kids. Like whatever that, who remembers the emotion that you've experienced in some of our calls, some of our conversations? Awesome. Excellent. Because you're a motivated person. Motivated people feel things. Unmotivated people don't feel shit. That's why they're not motivated. So in order to increase your income, you've got to have a good product. You've got to have conversations with people. You got to build good relationships. Look, I wouldn't be in this community, building this community, if I wasn't looking for better friends, right? When people message me and they say, oh, I want to go out to lunch with you, I'm like, fuck off. I'm not interested. When somebody in this community says, hey, I got a question, I answer quickly. When they're like, hey, I want to go to lunch with you, I'm like, dude, like, I want to go to lunch with you too, but I got a schedule. I got all these things I got to stick to. Why don't we do a big event once a month where all the community gets together? This way, everybody who's messaged me that they want to hang out, like, we can all hang out as a community and like bounce off of each other. I make time for my community. But like, if it's somebody who's just like, hey, I got quite, like, I don't have time for your like, I'm not getting on the phone with somebody who's not committed to me, committed to their own success. Does that make sense? Don't you either. Don't waste time with people who aren't committed to what you are doing in life. Do not get on the phone with somebody who doesn't care about what you're doing. Like, I used to make fun of my brother all the time. There's the book Elizabeth's got right there, Blue Fishing. Ask the question why 3 times. Make sure they're motivated. So I used to talk to my brother and, I'd be like, dude, like I don't spend time with those people anymore. He's like, yeah, but they're our friends. I'm like, no, they never bought anything from me, bro. Like I sell lots of stuff. I sell all sorts of things and they never bought in. They're not friends. He's like, yeah, but you can't say it's not all about money. Josh. He didn't know my philosophy. So I'm like, oh, you poor thing, obsessed. I got it. I love you though. And I gotta say, my he's coming around now. Now he's interested. Now he's buying his first piece of real estate at a discount from his brother. He's buying one of my properties and being able to convey that $40,000 discount to my little brother is pretty cool. Who'd like to be able to give 40 grand to their family? Yeah. And so real estate, building wealth, helping people, it all comes down to being able to identify these key targets. Are they motivated by money? Or are they motivated by time? If they're motivated by time, you can sell them. If they're motivated by building wealth, you can sell them. If they're motivated to change, to grow, to be, you can sell them. If they're not, the moral and ethical thing to do is just let them go. Just, spend less time and move on. Sales is not about convincing people who can't be who are not motivated, because you can convince anybody. Sales is not about convincing people to do something that wouldn't be good for them. Sales is about convincing motivated people to do the thing that they already want, to find out what's inside of them, to find out what they're looking for. That's why on that call, you find out what they're about. And if at any point you feel that this person would not do well in the mentorship, just let them know and hang up. And if at any point you feel Oh, holy shit, this person would be cool in the community. This person would be good to have here with us. Oh, all right. Like, yeah, I think they could grow. I think that Mitch Jorsky could teach them how to evaluate a deal. I think that Mike Shine could teach them how to build and raise capital, how to partner, how to find their inner peace and build a great business without having a ton of stress, how to raise 5 kids and be married for 19 years and still love your wife as if it was the first time you saw her every time you see her. If you want to live the life that Ron lives, where he gets VR goggles to yesterday or today, and is all excited about his VR goggles and living the future, and I think he's mining Bitcoin with those VR goggles out there. He's doing something, or or Ryan McDermott, who helps people fix their finances and get on the track to saving and investing, or Mitch Durfee, who builds systems for wholesalers and Amazon stores, or Terry Wager, who doubles their income. If they can't hang with those coaches, right? If they can't gain value from those people, do not sell it to them. If they can't gain value from hanging out with each one of you, who's somebody who's looking to talk to somebody about wealth, bounce ideas, maybe partner with somebody, maybe ask somebody for information that they have in their area because maybe you're considering investing in their area, or want to get a real estate agent who's ethical, moral, honest, who's part of the Alchemist community, who's been through all these trainings, then bring them in. If that makes sense, bring them in. Absolutely sell it. It'd be unethical not to. And if any objection comes up where they're having a hard time buying the mentorship, let me know about it, because the only objection that ever comes up really is either time or money, or the real one, they don't believe in themselves. Time and money, those are whatever. That's not real, right? If they say, "Oh, I don't have the time," bullshit. If I don't have the money, bullshit. That's not what it is. The truth is, and they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe that they're capable. Because, if I put an extra, so anybody who's earning 50 grand right now, and I was able to put 100,000, everybody remember earning 50 grand, knows what that's like, whether you're there or haven't hit it or can imagine what it would be like. Yeah. So imagine, well, everybody had the McDonald's job, right? Everybody worked a $20,000 a year job. Anybody ever have one of those? So imagine that first year you doubled it and you got to 40, or you got to 80, or you got to 100. Like, imagine not having that step, not getting to that next step of doubling your income. Imagine what that would be like. How bad would your life be? And like, going back, if there was anything you could do to get there faster, would you not go do it? Or like, if you knew, like, you'd go back and just do it faster. Well, that's what the mentorship is. And the reason they don't pay for it is because they don't think they're capable of doing it. They think you're special. They think you're different. I think that, well, you're the person who does those things. You're the person who's all about that success stuff. You're the one obsessed with money. Listen to it. Then probably not the person. But if it's deep inside of them, they realize that if you can say, do you not want it because you don't think that the program could teach you to double your income? And if they believe that that's the case, have them talk to me. No problem. I'll sit down with them. I'll make the time for that. Or have them come Saturday and listen to all the testimonials of all the people who've increased their income just in the short period of time they've been with us. Or, and the other option that we offer is decrease the level of work and stress that they have, increase the opportunities and time they're able to spend. So you can absolutely handle that objection. Everybody thinks that they could say that. Everybody could say to somebody, well, would it be worth it if it earned double the money you're making right now to learn that process? Okay. So we handle the money. That's not that can't be it, right? Once you got in that past that objection. Oh, I got kids and they're all home with me and it's COVID and I don't have time to do all this. Who here has kids right now? Yeah. And you're here doing it. So let them know. I've got kids. Everybody in the program has kids. Everybody's got somebody at home doing it. So it's possible. And some of you literally pay a babysitter to handle all this. I heard Dave Cordero today. I heard that you actually make sure that there's somebody there to take care of your kids while you're on these calls. Give Dave a round of applause. Amazing commitment to himself. Amazing commitment. And this community. And that's what you're looking for. That level of motivation, that level of commitment. You bring people in like Dave, you will get rich, because Dave's the kind of person who commits to people. Right? He's the kind of person who says, whatever it takes, you brought me in, you gave me something, whatever it takes, I'm gonna make sure that you know that I appreciate you for life. Dave, that's the kind of person you are. I know you are. I appreciate you, brother. I recognize myself in every single one of you. The reason Ron is rich is because one day I said to him, I will make you filthy fucking rich. That's the definition of what I said. That is the words that came out of my mouth. As my definition for filthy fucking rich it grows over the years, I have had to work harder and build better systems to get him there. But every year I commit to it. Here's the problem. I get richer too because we're 50-50 partners on everything we do. So by making other people rich, you can get rich. I would never have done this for myself. Never would have built what I've built for myself. I couldn't. Just wasn't in. I didn't need it. I wasn't motivated enough. Other people motivate me. Ron will make fun of me because he's self-motivated. I'm not. Like, I don't have that. Like, I'm motivated for the community. I'm motivated for other people. Seek people like you. The more like you they are, the more likely are to do the things that you want to do. Anybody else, move on. Not worth selling. So we agree it's moral and ethical to sell the mentorship program to other people. Yes? Excellent. Who would like to learn how? Who would like to learn how to create an account and be able to sell the links very easily? Excellent. Darina and Ron Bowling. Whoever's sharing screen, you're up next.
I'll share the screen. Well, wow, Gualter. Give Gualter a huge round of applause because I did not expect such an interesting and powerful intro to this coaching and to this training that we do for free. We're going to be doing it every week for 30 minutes. And at each time we'll share a nugget or a tip how you can attract, convert, and maybe you find your best favorite strategy and stick to it. So I just want to share a quick picture with you guys so you understand how does the full cycle work. You are the middleman. You are a connector between our mission, our trainings, our products to the end, to the end. You can call them buyer, it can be your best friend, and they're everywhere because you have most of you have full-time jobs. Sometimes you just look around like, oh, they're dentists, they're engineers. They have the need to improve whatever they're doing, whether they get bad at the job or start creating their wealth. It's not only about real estate, it's about all kinds of businesses and how to create wealth habits and business habits to grow and expand and join the mission to build 100 millionaires. So your job is to see who is the motivated buyer, who is just like you looking for a hand to join a community to really dive in and improving their lives. And I'm going to, before we dive into affiliate site, which everyone, some of you already registered, some will have to register.
Who here hasn't registered for the affiliate site yet? Excellent. So we will, Darina, can you send them the link for the affiliate page?
Yes, I'll show how it looks like, because when I first started, to me, it was like, oh my God, what is this? But then you start playing around and it becomes super easy. So share the screen. So this is how, like, it's in a nutshell. Do you see the picture? Or
oh,
no?
yeah.
Okay, so this, you see how affiliate marketing works, picture?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. So the concept is simple. Say this is us, mentorship program, mastermind, books, calculators. There's a lot of things right now are free, but I know Walter has plans, and grow and expand. Then we share the link with you. Then you send, share, blog, video, YouTube channel, whatever strategy you pick, you share that link with the buyer, and then the buyer clicks that link. Then affiliate network records that purchase. It goes into validation. Usually Ron Bowling is the one, there is a purchase came through. And then we send a transaction to referring the affiliate who sent it, and affiliate gets paid. And that's the cycle. It usually takes about from this point, it takes about 2 weeks to receive the money through PayPal. But this is where it gets interesting, right? That's where you're gonna pick where you're gonna, what strategy you want to choose, who's your circle, do you talk to your colleagues at work, do you talk to other people on Facebook? And Facebook is a huge channel, and it will teach you how to create a friends list. You can mark them as your potential members of community, and you can target them directly. There's a lot of different ways, and we can discuss them weekly. And you can also network on our forum on goldemerald.com. There is an affiliate forum, so we can discuss all different kinds of ideas. This is new, this is coming up. I can see it's exploding. And this is the simple process. And to get that link, right, then you can work on getting it out to the world, but not just dropping it everywhere, but actually, seeking for motivation first. I'm gonna stop sharing this one and share how our affiliate website looks like. And I'm gonna see.
Is this valuable so far?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I had it open, just 1 second. And also, once you sign up, make sure to send your W-9 to Ron, so that way you can actually get paid.
Get paid. Give it up to Ron Bowling, making sure everybody gets money, including myself. I appreciate you, Ron. Good job. Nailing it.
All right, so this is the link, WalterAmarella/partner. And it's gonna take you a minute to really register. You go ahead here, create your account. I already have my account, and I'm just gonna log in. I have my super secret password, which is already in the system, and you can bookmark, always have it available, always have all the links at your hand. I don't need that button, so I click login, and I'm sharing. Is that okay? I'm sharing what I have here. So you will start with zeros, but this is ongoing process. ClickFunnels is an amazing tool that Ron is doing some magic behind the scenes to make it all of this work. And you can see down here the links that you gonna use. So this is an affiliate page, which you can share if you ask someone else to become an affiliate. This is the mastermind. This is Alchemist University. Right now, everybody can have an access for free. But if someone is not a part of mastermind or EXP or Alchemist Real Estate Group or Real Estate Mentorship, then they just want to have all of the videos and all their content. They just have to click that link and purchase it. But for the most people, they just create a free login. And let's just test one out. Once you click that, everybody can still see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Select the link, Alchemist Mentorship. And this is a huge link, right? So in order to make it shorter, copy paste into here and shorten. So that's the link. You can now add to your email signature, to your Facebook cover page. You know how you can add it and do some description. Join the mission to build 100 millionaires. And you can bookmark it so you have it available at all times. Now, for example, if I want to go to Mastermind, then I click Mastermind, which is the next level up after mentorship. And that's where we meet once a month. It's a really deep conversation, like Napoleon Hill style, where we think on a different level and we unite in one solution. Really cool. I usually, every other time I just cry because it's intense, but it helps me move forward. And same thing, you have that link. Let's test it. And there you go. We're gonna be doing a 2021 dates, but that's your link. You see how lengthy it is? But over here, it's really short. And this is it. You can play around with how your links work and add them to where you feel appropriate. And then every other week, you will be getting PayPal receipt for a person. Typically for $1,000, you get $200. For mastermind, currently it's 2,500. You will receive $500. And I've heard prices going up, but at the moment, this is how you can cover up your marketing expenses. You can cover up your Mojo, call tools. You can reinvest in multiple avenues of your own business. You don't have to spend it. You can just use it as leverage to progress with what you building for yourself. And quick question, I see Ron is here, which is super cool. I appreciate that. We have tiers in this funnel. So say, for example, I'm an affiliate and then I sign up another affiliate. That affiliate sells a coaching program, a mentorship of $4,000. They get paid $200 and I get paid, I believe, $50 because it's almost like an EXP model. You have a product, someone sells it, but because that person, you're the one who brought that person on, you also get a little bit of cut. And Ron, am I correct on that? And if I'm missing anything, do you mind just filling in and see if there's anything that I'm missing on ClickFunnels until, members of our call will start testing it and see how it works for them.
Yeah, you're doing so far so good.
And do we only have 2 tiers or do we have 3 tiers?
I believe it's 3 tiers. I don't believe anybody's 3 tiers into it, so we haven't tested that yet, but we can set that up.
Okay, yeah. So, any questions? We have about 6 minutes.
What was I know I have an affiliate link. What was the website? I just forgot what it was.
I'm going to drop in the chat.
Yeah, I already put it in the chat. If you scroll up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
This is the easiest thing ever, but like if you've never used ClickFunnels, it could look like overwhelming at first, but once you spend 10-15 minutes playing around, and on that website, we will be also helping you by adding some scripts, pictures that you can just grab and drop on your blog, on your post, anywhere on Facebook. Also, working on swipe files. Is that how it goes?
Swipe files. That's where you grab text, copy, things that will make your marketing easier. So all those tools. And anytime you have any questions about anybody, me or Doreen are directly available to anybody who's looking to sell our coaching. So I am not available for most people, but if you are working towards helping somebody move forward, I am available for you. Right? You are in line with my mission, which is to build 100 millionaires. And if you're looking to build millionaires, you're looking to attract them into the program, you have direct access to me anytime, any place. If it's about getting somebody into this, then that is where my focus is right now. Ron has my portfolio under control. He is making sure that everything we're doing is handled. I don't have to hunt for property until June. And so I've got the next 6 months to dedicate to helping you guys build this business for yourselves, this ancillary income. And so I want to make sure that I take and dedicate this time to make sure that you guys are built so that you can help your affiliate teams. This goes 3 levels deep at the moment, but Ron and I are looking at an avenue to make it 5 levels deep, so that you have members under you who are earning money for you. We want this to become something passive. So as you become coaches, as you become leaders, you become trainers, you can now have people under you building teams larger. It's affiliate marketing. It's the pyramid stuff that you hear about. Pyramids are what make people rich. The idea is be further at the top. This is ground level. This is the beginning. Everyone in this room has the ability to make more than anybody who comes in after you. Does that make sense? Which is a really cool opportunity for me. Like I'm always looking for but how long has this been around? Like how saturated is the market? So, So right now the market is completely untapped and you have a lot of potential. We do have to cut this short. So Darina runs the multifamily investor meetup in Boston, and it is now becoming a much larger event all across the country because of COVID. And so we're celebrating tonight $155 million worth of real estate purchased in 2020. How cool is that?
That group, why is it so much? Because we have now 18,000, oh, I wish, 1,800 people in that community that have been running for over 3 years. And we just asked around like, hey, what did you close this year? What did you close this year? And we collected the data. So far from those who responded, we are at 155 million worth of real estate closed this year. So we're just gonna bring up those deals. And those are big players. So if you want to dive in, you will ask them questions like, how did you do that? And it starts right now in 3 minutes. And to make it easy, I'll drop the link. So if you're free, please come on in.
And if you're like me and you've been on Zoom calls since 10 o'clock this morning with 1 hour in between all of it, I get it. I get it. I will be there. And I'm very excited about tonight because I'm probably one of the smallest landlords in this group. But I did contribute, I think, $3 million to that bottom line. So it was close to 3 million. So to that bottom line. So thank you so much for everybody in this. If you are interested in moving forward with us, we are interested in moving forward with you. It's all about you. It's all about getting you to the next level. I have taken care of myself years ago. I retired at 30. I was a millionaire by 32. I'm 34, looking to create significance. And I love the power that comes with being able to help people. There's something in it where somebody's mind, like, right, Melanie, like it's just like a mind shift. It's like, oh, okay, like they just got it. Like they just figured it out. Also, let's give Melanie a round of applause. Her son Owen joined the mentorship, and it is so cool to have a 17-year-old in there kicking ass. Thank God Owen jumped in because we just brought in a 19-year-old, and I was going to be like, oh, okay, 19's the youngest, but now we got 17. So awesome job, Melanie. Cheers to your success, ladies and gentlemen. If you do have family and you got to jump off, we understand. For everybody else who's coming to the multifamily network event with us, we will see you there. And for next week, Darina's going to keep deep diving into this. Was this valuable tonight?
Yeah.
Let's give Darina and Ron a round of applause. Ron is the reason any of this works. I could not figure it out. Ron took like 3 weeks and then a month to figure out how just to get at the level we're at. And he and I are going to be starting to work on how to get to that 5 levels deep so that you can earn more and more income the more your team gets larger. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. I will see you on the next one. Cheers to your success. When you have a choice,
Always
always work with the best.
Bye guys, thank you.